First Timothy chapter 2 and verse 4 tells us that God desires that all men be saved. And then when they are saved, that they don't just stop there, but that they grow and mature and come into the knowledge of the truth. So the intercessory ministry is founded on the law of love. You cannot become an intercessor when there is self alive in you. Remember my definition of love: the absence of self. You are walking in love to the degree that there is the absence of self. Why go through the labor of prayer, the labor of fasting, the labor of stretching and discomforting yourself over an issue that is not your business? Can I tell you this? As you will be learning, everything you make happen for someone, you are delivering yourself to from that trouble. That was the mistake of Esther. When Esther had a chance to advocate, she was in the palace. She was already immune. Don't forget, this is the wife of the king. And Mordecai sent a warning to her. He said, if you leave us, God will raise another help for us. But when they are done with us, when they find out you are a Jew too, you will see what will happen to you in that palace. And Esther said, no. She put on her sackcloth and ashes. He said, I'm going to the king, but let us fast and pray. Pray for me so that I can intercede for you too. They were all intercessors for one another. They prayed for her. And she went before the king, violated the ordinance of approaching his presence, and yet he lifted the golden censer because prayer had gone up. If she just stepped in carelessly and casually, that inner chamber, that would have been the last time. What happened to Vashti? At least Vashti was driven away. She would have been killed. You know, those days they kill. They don't forgive, no counseling, no nothing. They kill straight to the point. The law of love. You see, most of what we do as believers that we think is spirituality is just a marketing of flesh. There is such, and let me tell you this, you know you are growing spiritually to the degree to which you and your interest decreases, where you are burdened with the purposes of the kingdom greater than your personal desires. That was temptation number one. When Satan came to Jesus, temptation number one was your individual appetite. Turn this stone to bread. You are hungry, you need bread. Forget about your assignment and what your father has sent you. Satisfy your hunger. And Jesus said, I've moved past that realm. The agenda of God is bigger than my personal hunger. Are we together now? Many of us, as prayerful as we are, everything centers around us. Not even your family members. Not even your wife, not even your husband. It's none of your business what happens to anybody. Provided I am hot, then I pray. If I am fine, to hell with what is happening in the body. Respectfully speaking, and with all due respect and honor to the body of Christ, even we men of God, we have this spirit, and we have mentored and taught members to walk like that. Whatever is happening to the church is not your business, provided koinonia is fine, provided we are growing. Whether a church is being burnt, whether whatever is happening, that's none of your business. We are fine. Do not make the mistake of Esther. You know you are matured spiritually when you can receive the pain that is in the heart of Jesus, so that you find yourself fasting for 3 days over an issue that is entirely not your business. God can trust you with the salvation of many and say, listen, in this family, in 7 days, all of them are about to die. This is what Satan has programmed. And there is the spirit that brings salvation hovers around the family. There is no intercessor. And it comes to you. Can I trust you for the redemption of this family? And you can wake up in the night. I can't be trusted. Lord, what are we doing? It's none of your business. You just stand, and while you pray, angels come, and you find out that by prophecy that family should die. Listen, don't fear negative prophecy when there is an intercessor. No, 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 no. There are only few prophecies in the Bible that are called written judgments. They can't be changed. A bulk of the things that happen in our lives, it is within the power of the believer to change if you know and understand God's system. Are we together now? So the intercessory ministry is based on two foundations. Let's hurry up. Number one, the law of love. Love for God and love for people. The intercessory ministry is not based on the desire to pray. The intercessory ministry is not based on the desire to be powerful. No. Love is the genuine biblical foundation for the intercessory ministry.